and got him going. Lakeside patio. Home Depot is delivering our very best game day signs this week, as they always do. Great sign game. Canesville, not Gainesville.
I've heard Bainesville as well.
But he's a problem.
So good at football.
Yes, he is.
Peter getting love down
Peter getting a lot of love down here.
How you do anything is how you do everything. Let's go, Canes. I like that. A little motivational message.
We just did the grab bag.
Oh, yes.
Desmond saying Miami, the best team in the country.
A lot of rap boys now here.
Yeah.
Sometimes those caps.
Are you ready to say poor old Florida yet?
They're coming. They're going to show up and play. I mean,
Trying to get a first down.
Awesome game.
See how it goes?
What a scene, man.
And it's awesome. Tremendous out here. Nice and warm, just the way we like it. And look at how the U has done, really. Since 1980, the number of 10-win season, the bowl wins and national titles. But 2004, joined the ACC, thinks really haven't gone befitting with their tradition. And Mario Cristobal, the head coach of the Hurricanes, is joining us right now, and it's been turned around. The U back. And as we get ready to talk to Mario here, I just want to tell you, September of 2021, I'm not sure this happens, Mario, if not for my friend Kirk Herbstreit down here at the end, who basically called out the lack of commitment, the lack of alignment. It wasn't a representative of what Miami could be as a program. And since that time and since your arrival, things have just continually grown.
Well, without a doubt, tremendous vision by our president right over here, Joe Echeverria, the chair of our board, Manny Cadre. This means a lot to us, man. We were born and raised Hurricanes, and we're going to find a way to get it done.
So, Mario, different scenario for you now. You've had some success. So I used to tell our team, you're infected with success if you think anything you've ever done in the past is going to affect what happens in the future. And the character of your team gets defined in big ways by how you accept praise and how you accept criticism. So my question for you is, how are you going to keep the edge on your team so you can continue to play at a high level throughout the season? Because they are getting a lot of rat poison out there about how good they are.
Without a doubt, and I think, a page from your book, from back in our time at Alabama, is the fact that the intensity that's brought to practice just from the simplicity of watching the film shows a lot of areas where it requires us to get a hell of a lot better if we want to accomplish the things we want to accomplish. We are nowhere near where we want to be. We've had tremendous improvement, but brother, we got a long, long, long way to go, and we're going to find a way to get there.
Yeah, it's early in the year. Obviously, the weather is like that because it's early in the year. It's as hot as hell down. Is this all year round?
This is actually cooling down right now, and it'll probably remain like this for a couple, Desmond knows, but it needs to stay like this. This is good for us. Conditioning is a weapon if you use it the right way, so we love it.
I love to hear that about your team. I also love the fact that we talked about a lot of quarterbacks that had high expectations coming into the season and haven't really played the best ball. Carson Beck, the big story of the offseason was how much money you guys are paying him. That was the big storyline around the internet, around college football ball. He has seemingly picked up right where he left off a couple years ago with Georgia. Why has he been the perfect fit for this particular team, and what have you seen from Carson?
I think there's always going to be narratives out there. There's going to be money, there's going to be influence, all that stuff, and all that is, for us, it's irrelevant. It never has made a play or won a game for anybody, so the noise and narrative's out. For us, Carson Beck is awesome because his only interest is to making his teammates better. He could give a rat's you-know-what about personal accolades, about other awards. He wants to win. He wants to help this team get better, and he's committed to that process.
Mario, Reese asked you about when you took the job over. What's the biggest difference between year one for this program and year four?
That's for another show. We'd have to take a long, long time to take a deep dive into everything from.
But I just mean from a culture standpoint.
The culture, Kirk, I would say it's the people. People that are relentlessly committed and understand that, like, coaching and teaching is a vocation. It's a way of life. It's not just a punch-the-clock job, and we've gotten the right players in the building that are really hungry, have a strong appetite for betterment, and that stuff is contagious, man. That thing spreads fast, so we're improving a lot, man. We just got a long ways to go, brother. We want to work at it.
Yep.
Coach, there's a lot of talk about your quarterback, Carson Beck, Malachi Tony, even Fletcher. But let's talk about your offensive line. Tell me about the personality of your offensive line and what they're going to bring to this game tonight.
They have the personality of our offensive line coach, Alex Mirabal, who's the most relentless coach in the face of the earth.
That's right.
Alex, and on this telecast, I'm sure our guys are watching. They don't want to hear any praise. They want to hear that they have a long ways to go, and they better get their butts ready to go and play the best game of the season so far.
Mario, what will the game be decided by tonight?
Tonight, to us, we got to do a great job not letting anything get in the way of us doing our job, right? You know, noise is noise. It's all about who's going to execute the best, right? Who's going to hang on to the football. Ball security is paramount in college football. Sustaining drives. Understanding that in rivalry games, you're never all the way out of it and never all the way secure in it. You just got to keep going. No clock, no scoreboard. Sound familiar, right?
Sounds familiar.
Until the clock strikes zero. So just keep going and play your ass off.
One play at a time, obviously a great mission statement for tonight's game. I would like to say that what you guys have done for us, my show, this show, all of us, has been absolutely incredible. We are so thankful for the hospitality here. So thankful. And on that note, I asked you, I asked Cam, I asked President Joey from the Bronx. I said, what do we need to experience? He said, and you told me, need the coffee. So I think it's cafecito time.
Cafecito time.
Oh, cafecito time. Cafecito time. What does this mean? I'm saying coffee time?
This is high-octane rocket fuel right here.
I've had this.
Too much for Coach. This might be too much for you as well, but thank you very much.
What is this? This is espresso?
This is, well, you could call it that.
Cuban coffee.
You want to give a toast?
They got like a matcha
I tell
flavor,
you,
though.
here's something, Mario. As we have a toast, you said you wanted this place, Hard Rock, to be an asylum tonight. What do they need? Can this fuel them up? An asylum?
To gratitude for opportunity, to the relentless pursuit for Hurricane Excellent, and making a damn asylum tonight.
I got white pants. Hell yeah, an asylum tonight. Cafecito time. Hurricane football time. Thank you, Coach. We appreciate the help.
Mario, thank you very much. Mario Cristobal.
Appreciate you.
All right. Head coach of the Hurricanes taking on Florida tonight. Can we do cafecito time again later on in the show? I'd like to do that again. That was delicious. Old Crimson, 324th consecutive college game day appearance. They play Washington today. You know, the Huskies bowed down to Wazoo last year, but that was with John Mateer when he led the Cougars to win. Cougars stopped Jonah Coleman right on the goal line, and they'll renew the hostilities today, the 117th Apple Cup. Washington has won fourth straight in Pullman. That's where they'll be. And I'll tell you what.